Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Miss Dida, and today I want to discuss with you something very important and time sensitive. It is the Public Health Associate Program with the CDC. Some of you may know that I was a PHAP and I get a lot of questions about the program, but I wanted to use this forum to express my experience with the PHAP program. And also, the application period is right upon us, so I wanted to use this opportunity to get this video out there. So first, I'm going to tell you what PHAP is. It is the Public Health Associate Program with the CDC. And in my own opinion, it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn public health practices in federal, state, and local health departments or territories. This is a short timeline when it comes to the application process, and the upcoming application process will begin January 2nd to January 8th of 2018. So you pretty much only have a week to get in if you're interested. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the people this program is for. I think it's for recent graduates, people that just recently graduated and fresh out of school and they're looking for experience. Because the program doesn't really, in my opinion, need a lot of experience. Of course, it's great to have volunteer experiences, but basically it's great for recent graduates. And the reason I also feel it's great for recent graduates is because it doesn't pay a lot. It pays between about 35, I think they start at 35,000 depending on where you're placed. So that's why I say that. The second people it's for is for people without a clear vision about their career path. We've all been there. Not everyone knows what they wanted to be growing up. So just people that want to go out and test waters and see what's out there. It's great. Maybe after an undergraduate degree, you just want to go out in the world, figure things out. That would, just to see where you want to go. But you do need a bachelor's degree at least to get in this program, just to put that out there. Also, I think it's great for people that need time or experience before going to grad school. I personally encourage that, like after undergrad, go out, go into the world, see what you like to do before you go and get your master's degree. I did not go that route. After undergrad, I went straight to grad school, and that's because I was offered a free scholarship, so I couldn't pass that up, of course. But my plan was to go out and work before I went to grad school. So those are the kind of people I would encourage to do it. Sometimes you don't really want to, you're not sure where you want to get your master's in, so you just sort of want to test the waters, see some public health practices that you think, you enjoy more. Next are people open to trying, new experiences. If you're just open-minded, willing to try different things. I know a lot of people that have IT background and are now, in the public health field, or people with English background and are like CEOs and stuff, or managers in IT firms or companies. So just being open-minded, willing to try and test new things or dabble into new territories, it's always, a great thing to have, basically. And lastly, I know this may not sound great, but if you're desperate for a job and just need a job, yes, you can apply as well. And now I'm going to talk about what I did when I was in the program. It's actually a 2-year program. And in the first year, you would have one public health focus, and in the second year, there will be another. So in my first year, I worked as a health inspector. Basically, I went and inspected restaurants, prisons, jails, schools, hotels, nursing home, basically anywhere with a kitchen and a swimming pool, with the goal of reducing, the spread of diseases, in the community. So any place that has like a community kitchen or swimming pool, we would inspect, and I loved it. I love just going out, coming back into the office. I like, that kind of work style. And it was a great experience, in my year one. In my year two, I worked as a health educator, focusing on HIV testing, counseling, and linkage to care, for people with or people that are exposed to HIV. And also, we did a lot of outreach opportunities within the community to reduce the spread of HIV. So, giving out condoms, going and talking to people, going to bars, all these places. So, I thought it was great. Finally, I got this opportunity also while in the 2-year program. This isn't something that it's guaranteed for everyone, but this was during the Zika virus outbreak, and I was relocated to Puerto Rico for 3 months, and I worked as a data analyst. So basically, my work literally was to work on data, inputting data, because they had a backlog of data that they hadn't processed. And for those that are not familiar with Zika virus, we were basically targeting pregnant women. So all these pregnant women did their test and stuff, but they weren't getting their results, on time to know if, they could keep the pregnancy, or if they should, or if they would be recommended to terminate it. So that was basically what my role was, to make sure that flow went through and they got their results on time. So that's basically all I did within that 2 years. Going to Puerto Rico obviously was an opportunity. I was lodged, they paid for food, hotel, everything, and I also got, some money. I think it was maybe over $5,000 that I got extra, maybe 5 to 8. I'm not sure now, but it was a great experience in addition, and extra income in addition to what I was already earning. So now I'm going to go into the pros and cons. The pros, one of the pros for me is that it gives you diverse experience. Obviously, you learn about administrative work, you learn about, the public health practices, you are able to maybe work with other teams or departments or other health departments. When I was working as the health educator with HIV, I was shuffling between 2 health departments. So you get to get diverse experience, training, and you're exposed to sort of like different things. Next is you get to meet and network with new people, just stay in contact, learn from them, shadow them, use them as a potential, resource, however you want to, use it. So you do meet a lot of people. Next is for people that are curious like me. I know not a lot of people are excited about this, but I find learning, getting continued education opportunities or trainings or things like that. They have a lot of trainings that they provide, and it's free. They will even pay for travel. They will pay for hotel, all those stuff. So all you have to do is just find training. And me, I personally liked it because it just made me go out and, just do something aside from your typical work stuff. So that I really, really enjoyed. For the cons, one is you don't really get to choose where you get to go. In addition to applying, you have to be open to going to any of the 50 states. I was placed in Florida, in Fort Myers, Florida. So it wasn't really like a big city, and they place you based on need. So it may not be like a big fancy city you'll get placed. So you don't really get a choice over that. I know a lot of people that were like, no, they wanted to go here, they couldn't go there, and they basically just lost out the opportunity. Secondly, the money ain't a lot. But I think it's better than, doing unpaid internships. I was talking to one of our volunteers at my job the other day, and she's practically there. I mean, she has she doesn't have a master. She has a bachelor's degree. She's about to go for a master's, and she's not getting paid. She's just coming to work for free. So this obviously is better than working for free. And also, depending on where you get posted to, the money may be really, really shitty. So like I said, I was placed in not a major city. I would consider it sort of like a rural area. But if I were placed in like a big city like Chicago or Tampa or Miami, obviously the cost of living would be much higher. So that's how I see it. It's like, depending on where you go, the money may not really make sense. It sort of teaches you to be independent and, manage your time and money more effectively. So those are basically the two cons I can think of. And next, I'm going to talk about the application process and what to expect. So typically, you put in your application through USA Jobs. So if you're not familiar with USA Jobs, I would recommend you get familiar with it. You put in the application January. The interview happens maybe around March, April. And the interview questions, they sort of ask like situational questions. Like if you were in Mars, and had to design a program for aliens, like how would you go about it? So it's more of critical thinking. Like you have to be able to think fast and be able to use skills that you are familiar with and put it to that situation. So you have to. That's really all I can say about the interview. And you get your confirmation in July. I think I got it around 4th of July. I think July 3rd or something. And you begin in October. So I think it's great. In close, I basically think what you put in is what you get out. A lot of people will say, oh, they didn't have a great experience, or they didn't do this, or they didn't do that. And what I think, or what I would say to people like that is they probably weren't innovative enough, or they weren't driven enough. Like you have to be able to, like, basically, if you're an intern who isn't getting paid, you're just not going to go and wait and be counting, the clock until someone tells you what to do. Like you can go like, oh, I think I can do this. I think I can, be better served here, or find ways to help out and find opportunities, to sort of make yourself be out there or learn. Because sometimes not everyone is going to tell you what to do. You have to basically be a self-starter, because not everyone would have the same experience. And I strongly recommend it, because I also had a friend who had a master's degree at the time she wanted to go, but she thought at that time the money it didn't really make sense. Yes, it's a great opportunity, but when it gets to some stage in your life, just anything may not just be great to you. So it's sort of like a time sensitive thing. Luckily for me, because I went, I did grad school back to back, it sort of made sense because I didn't really have any work experience. So it was sort of like my first real job experience. So that's why I would recommend it. And I would also implore parents to let their kids explore and test the water. So don't be afraid if they are being sent to another city, state, or whatever. Just let them get that experience. It would actually develop them even more. So that's pretty much it for now. I didn't want to make this video too lengthy, but I hope I, gave you enough information to at least consider this option. And of course, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help answer those questions. I would provide links and all those stuff you're going to need. And please, if you are watching this video and it's not only for people with public health backgrounds. If you have a bachelor's in biology or English, I've seen people with different backgrounds. It's not just public health. So share it with your friends, loved ones, recent graduates. It's a great opportunity. Like now, there are even interviews I've gone to, and I'm like, why did they even call me in? Because it's like people just see that and they call you. So it opens doors to many things, and it makes your resume look good. And there are many experiences I learned from that 2 years, and I hope with time I'll be able to share more. But please do me a favor and share this video. Let it get to at least one person that would need this. Okay, thank you so much for watching this. Until next time, bye.